Okay, so before anything else, allow me to introduce myself and my co-members. I am Diana Rendal.
I am Glyza Cloudwell. I am Saman.
And I am Wendy Segovia.
Okay, so today we will discuss some basic concepts of microeconomics. So, what is microeconomics? It is the study of how people and small businesses make choices when resources are limited. So, it looks at how consumers decide what to buy, how businesses sales prices or set prices, and how products are produced. In this video, we will explain these ideas using simple examples from everyday life. So, our business for today is about pizza. Okay, next. We'll talk about the utility and law of diminishing marginal utility. So, utility is the satisfaction we get from consuming a product. So, every day or every time we buy or something or use something like food, drinks, and clothes, gadgets, we gain utility because it satisfies a need or want. But according to the law of diminishing marginal utility, each additional unit gives us less satisfaction than the previous one. That's why ang naa sa screen is ang marginal utility added satisfaction from consuming one more, and then ma-diminish ang marginal utility kay satisfaction decreases as we consume more. So for example, nagpalit ka sa amo og pizza. Ang first slice is makaingon gid ka nga taste amazing. The second slice makaingon ka nga it's still good pero kanang lahi agad siya atong first bite nimo. And then the third slice kay kanang okay ra siya kanang usahay kay kanang more bitog makaingon na lang ka nga busog na ka pero gusto pa ka mo kaon so nikwan pa ka ato. And then fourth slice kay moingon na kanang it doesn't make you happy as before. Lugar like kanamang kung the more manggod ka nga gapalit ka og lain or gakaon ka na nga same ra on the same time pod kay mabusog bitaw ka tapos maludon din ka inana kay tungod sa kanang mga ingredients nga gakasumhan na ka. So that's how diminishing marginal utility arises. Next.
So, explicit cost or the actual payment for the business needs to make. Para sa pizza shop, this includes buying ingredients like cheese, dough, tomato sauce, and toppings. Ang shop kay gapay pod siya sa rent for the space, salaries for the workers, electricity for the ovens, and packaging for the pizzas. These are all expenses where money really goes out. Implicit cost, on the other hand, are the non-cash sacrifices of the owner. Example, if ang owner kay go work siya full-time in the pizza shop, they give up the salary they could have earned if they work in another job. Another implicit cost is using their own equipment or using a space they already own. They could have rented it or it out to someone else but chose not to. Next.
The fixed and variable cost. So the fixed cost mo ni siya ang expenses na really gaka-change even if the business sells many pizzas or only a few. So ang among example ani is ang small pizza shop. So sa ilahang rent, business permits o oven equipment mo ni siya ang mga fixed cost kay maski pag kanang unsa ka taas inyong kita or mubo gas stay ra gid siya og the same every month inyong gabayaran. Modayng ang fixed cost is equals to do not change. Meanwhile, ang variable cost kay ga-change siya depending on how much you produce. So if ang pizza shop kay mag-make sila og more pizza, mas need man nila og more dough, cheese, toppings og box, so mas mahal ang ilahang cost. So mo lang ang variable cost kay equal siya sa change depending on sales. So in simple terms, ang rent kay gastay siya the same but ingredients change depending on how many pizzas are made. Next. So kaning sa production and profit relationship, this is when a pizza shop adds more workers, production usually increases because more people are helping prepare and cook pizza. So after a point, the kitchen becomes more crowded and each additional worker becomes less efficient. Mo ni siya din ang tawag is ang diminishing returns, where adding more people slows down the production process. So the profit is what the business earns after paying all its costs. Mo na siyang sa screen is profit is equals to total revenue minus total cost. So if the production is efficient, the pizza shop can sell more and increase profit. But if the production slows down or cost becomes too high, profit decreases. That's why businesses must balance how many workers, how much to produce, and how much it costs. So next slide.
So factors of productions. So these are the resources needed to produce goods and services. So when making pizza, need na to og kaning equipment or kaning factors of production para makahimo tag pizza. So in microeconomics, they are classified into land, labor, capital, and sometimes entrepreneurship. So let's discuss each. So land, first is land. So this is not just the physical land, it includes everything naturally available that helps production. So for example, the shop space where pizzas are baked and sold. Also natural resources like water, electricity, and gas for the oven. So, kaning land, mao ni siya kung asa ang shop sa pizza na tukod. So, mao na siya. And then, second is labor. Human effort used in production, including physical and mental work. So, for example, kaning mga cooks preparing dough and toppings. Another is servers taking orders. And lastly, delivery staff to bring pizzas to customers. So, muna sila ang mga labor, sila ang gahimo sa mga work para ma-satisfied ang customer. So, the third one is capital. So, capital is manufactured resources used to produce goods or services. So, for example, ovens, pizza pills, mixers, tables, and chairs for customers, and delivery by boxes. So, muna sila ang mga capital. And then, lastly, entrepreneurship. So, this is the owner or manager organizes. So,
Camera ninyo, naka-off.
Entrepreneurship mo na sa itong owner sa business. So, siya ang design what business sells, how many staff to hire, and how to market the shop. Next. So, to apply these all concepts, here is the example. So, Samantha owns a small pizza shop on Tangkulan, Manolo Fortich, and tonight is busy. Each pizza slice makes her customers happy. The first slice tastes amazing, but by the fourth slice, they enjoy it less. So this shows diminishing satisfaction, also called the law of diminishing marginal utility. So Samantha also thinks about cost. She pays explicit cost like rent, salaries, and ingredients. She also spends her time making pizzas, which is an implicit cost. So kato yung pag-spend sa iyahang time sa paghimo og pizza, so implicit cost na siya. Ang explicit cost is katong rent, salaries, and ingredients. So some costs stay the same no matter how many pizzas she sells, like her oven and rent. So mao ni siya ang fixed cost. Maura gyud na siya iyahang cost. So other costs like cheese and dough change depending on how many pizzas are made. So mao ni siya ang variable variable cost. So Samantha hires just the right number of staff to make enough pizzas. So gihire niya si Chef Diana nga kneads and tosses the dough. And Glyza takes orders and serves customers. And Wendy delivers pizzas sa mga customers sa ilahang balay. So profit grows as she produces more, but too many cooks in the kitchen slows things down. So this shows how production affects profit. So her shop works because of the factors of production. The land, which is her shop on Tacloban Manolo Fortich and its utilities. The labor, which is si Chef Diana, Glyza who serves, and Wendy who delivers. Capital is the oven, mixers, tables, and delivery equipment. And entrepreneurship, which is si Samantha herself, who organizes everything and decides what pizzas to sell.
Our group learned how microeconomics explains the decisions small businesses make. We explored key ideas such as utility and diminishing marginal utility, explicit and implicit cost, fixed and variable cost, and the relationship between production and profit. We also discussed the factor of production, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship, and how they work together. Overall, microeconomics helps us understand how businesses manage resources, control costs, and make choices to maximize profit.